YouTube was good. Y'all already know, man. It's your boy LeBron, female rapper Elite, back with another video. Look, you already know how this shit go. Please make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Please make sure that you hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live. So you see what's on the topic, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? I'm peeping a little something. I feel like she's trying to let Megan know that her shit that she be talking, it's not really hitting like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I always said before too. See, the thing is, y'all already know, when Nicki come and she smacks some shit down, she hit hard. So it's like people want to talk more. They build more conversation around it. But when Megan do it, it really go unnoticed because nobody don't really give a like that. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. Also, did any of y'all check out the Jessica Reid and Tasha K interview? Listen, I have my opinions on that as well with, related to Charlamagne, the God. So listen, let me see. What's up, Lacey? What's up, Bree? Yeah, what's good? What's good? Yeah, so listen, I'm about to roll my blunt up right now. So you already know it's late. So I'm about to roll my blunt up. Please make sure that you check out my new song, Best Me, streaming on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that shit, YouTube. Make sure that you check it out. I'm about to play that right now. Roll this up, and I'm gonna be right back. So check me out. One moment, I'll be right back.
How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots and
Exit 6 Laurent. Best me. Yeah. Let's go. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. Yo, I face myself in verses, they just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I'd create the version with bald tires, y'all liars and them lasers swerving. My wordplay be perfect placement, I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses, all them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music draw influence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these raps will surface. I know how to rank you for it, I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last, I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that cause you to hurt. It go, I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. Yo, a prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I ain't attend your service. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal with the hell is this, a sale or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma is still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad, I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything, I put that on everything. You deserve the better things, I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you. I'ma be the best me, is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me, I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy, people gon' remember me. When they bet against me, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me, you deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves, all the ones in memory. We can feel your energy, we send our love to you.
Yo, yo, yo. So yeah, make sure you check out my new song Best Me, streaming everywhere. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate the 9.99 super chat. Yes, please make sure that you super chat this channel. Support my shit is back on. So please make sure that you support it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all already know. I really want to know how y'all felt about the interview with Jessica Reid and Charlamagne the God. But should we go into this real quick? Because this has been on my spirit and people have been commenting on my last video saying that they really appreciated this. And I can do it without being getting hit with a copyright strike. So let's do this real quick because, you know, for the people who just want to spit the lyrics, I really don't care what you got to say about it. So let's just go. Let's go.
Hey, yo, I can lick it.
Damn, it's out. Hold on.
I can rock.
Let's do it
Hey,
again.
yo.
Let's go. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding.
She
I
can do all them fucking tricks.
And keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it.
He want that
F-R-E-A-K-F-R-E.
Okay.
A-K-F-R.
Hey, yo,
one thing about me, I'm the baddest alive. He know the prettiest bitch didn't come until I arrive. I don't let bitches get to me, I fuck they man if they try. I got a princess face, a killer body, samurai mind. They can't be Nicki, they so stupid, I just laugh when they try. A thumb bikini up my ass, I think I'll go for a dive. His ex bitch went up against me, but she didn't survive. On applications, I write pressure, cause that's what I apply. Pressure apply, can't fuck a regular guy. Wetter than umbrellas and stickier than apple pie. I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all them little tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna F-F-R-E-A-K. Cause what the fuck is this Chanel nigga custom down? Like what the fuck this same Burberry custom brown? He said, could you throw it back when you touch the ground? And he said, do that pussy purr. I said, yup, me out. Hold up. Fuck boys, ain't no need for you to roll up. Ain't no need for you to double tap, nigga scroll up. Keep these bitches on their toes like Manolo. Be on the lookout when I come through. Bolo. Oh. Wow, elegant bitch with a hoe glow. If it ain't big, then I won't blow. Any, many, money, mo. Fuck is the T, I just F the G. Made him say, just ask Master P. Ball so hard, I just took a knee. Get me Rocky ASAP, nigga, worth the rate.
Freak. Some gala, hey.
I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all them little tricks and keep the dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna F-F-R-E-A-K.
AK. All right, we off that. You know, I just wanted to do a little icebreaker, just hit y'all with a little refreshments real quick before we get into the, you know how they had the refreshments. We're gonna do the refreshments before. So, yo, I remember sometime thinking back, speaking of refreshments. Do you know how many times we went to church because we thought like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. I used to love going to church, but sometimes they would have refreshments. And I remember sometimes my mother would be like, you want to go to church? And I would be so mad if it was some extra service. And after the service, they ain't have no refreshments, no drinks, no pound cake, no nothing. I used to be so mad. Like, I don't know. I didn't go for that, but I felt like that was a nice little offering after. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bree. So listen, this is how I truly felt about Tasha K's interview with let me go to YouTube actually, and let me just bring that up on the screen or whatever. I felt like it was a good interview. I honestly felt like Jessica Reid was honest. I didn't get a clout chaser sense about her. The only thing that I personally think that people will question is somebody, but listen, let me just say this. I don't know. I don't get a clout chase feeling from her. I feel like she just want to get her story out, and and let that be said. I will say this though, right? I personally feel like, especially with the way the way that she said things happen, Charlamagne definitely put the narrative out there. Is just like, especially that part, because the first time I even heard about this, when he was like, the girl was just concerned, like, you was the only one who did that to me, right? Like, he put it off like that. So the way that this story was told, it went a completely different way, and I just find that to be a little deceitful, especially if he switched it around like that. But I mean, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? I will say this. I'm gonna say this, right? Damn. But I mean, how does a person, and especially the way that she was saying, like, her mom wasn't following up on things or like pursuing things like that, right? Time goes on, but if things aren't addressed, you're gonna always have that heckler. You're gonna have a person that's upset, and they're gonna want to scream it over the mountain, depending on what you do. It's a difference. Like, to me, that's serious. And I don't know. I felt like the interview was I felt like it was genuine. I was reading a lot of the comments of people in the comments. I'm like, damn. Like, I'll say this. I feel like a lot of times people could go through life and say, based on the series of things that they've been through, they may not have any feelings. They may not understand or have sympathy for other people, but you can't, I don't know. Like, shit is weird for me, right? Because my life ain't perfect either. I don't know. I'm blessed to have my mother and my father in my life, but I guess I was just ahead of my time mentally. I seen how hard my mom struggled to take care of us and how much shit she did. And it's like, my relationship right now is estranged with my father. I'm blessed because I feel like I'm happy that I know him and I grew up with him, have memories with him. But I just didn't, you know what? I can say this out loud because nobody can't use this against me. You ever felt like, I don't know if anybody else felt like this, and I'm pretty sure they have, but you ever felt like you love your parent, but you don't like them? I don't know. I don't know. I just it was just a point where I felt like I loved my dad, but I just didn't like the way that, he would go about shit. Like, I just didn't like it. Hold on a second. Yeah. So I'm blessed to be able to say that, my parents were both, in my life, and I have memories growing up, because I feel like that is something that, it can't be taken away from you. And I feel like that is one of the reasons behind, like, I don't know, I won't say my independence or, my strong personality, you know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like people look for the cracks. Like, let me tell you something. Jessica Reid may not have realized it, but it was something that he seen in you, it was something that he saw in you in that radio station. It was something that he knew that he could enact his agenda up against. And let me tell you, this is why I have open conversations with my nieces, and they be thinking I'm crazy. I don't care if I'm dumping out too much information. I be saying, watch in your relationships with grown men. And it's messed up that I have to say this. I don't care who hear this video and you write something to post to it. Yes, there's a lot of amazing, good men across, like, out there, whatever the case may be. But you got to be careful, especially when you're in high school. And it's just like, you could end up getting groomed fast. Watch those relationships, because a lot of people who be in positions of power, they be ready to abuse that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, personally, there was something within Jessica Reid that Charlamagne seen. I don't know what it is, but those people that are on the hunt for the people, like, they typically say, like, predators know their prey. You understand what I'm saying? They do. Shout out to my parents, kept me fly with Carlos B's grown ass women wearing fake bootleg purses and designer. Sleeping on recliners. All right, say it loud. Wow, I know what you mean and how you feel. Yeah, she is telling the truth. If he sues, it will bring attention to Jessica. Justice for Jessica. Yeah, and you know what? Unfortunately, this story is just one of the grievances that you have against a person. I mean, like, if this person, whether this person worked at a hospital or if they worked on the radio station, you still have a grievance towards this person. It just kind of makes it bad. It makes it worse when they're kind of like in the public eye like that, but you can't make that go away. So it's just like, what do you do at that point? Especially when it's not addressed, and it's not like, that it wasn't addressed properly. What do you do about that? You know what I'm saying? That's an open-end question. I don't know what you do about that. I feel like this, and I don't want to say it's in this messed up way, but in every situation, there's a truth and a lie, right? And I feel like in different situations pertaining to other people, they'd be so quick to, to make you feel like it's the end or whatever. But then for certain people, it's like, oh, it's not that serious. No, it is that serious. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. Fuck that. So if her accusations are valid, I do think that it's something that should be, looked into. But just like Tasha K did say, and I actually was saying this before too, Charlamagne did lose his HBO. He did lose an HBO deal behind that or whatever, you know? Hold on a second. I was thinking it was very important to get her entire story across. Yeah. Her mom felt her big time. But you know what? Let me tell you this. Her mom, I always say this, and I say this, and I mean this for real. You don't know who, when you think about your mother, I know some people have different relationships with their parents, and you think about how maybe mean they are or how much they're not like I'll say it, my mom is not like the lovey-dovey type of mom. But it took me to get older, and I was not even that much older. Like I speak to my mom. I ask her questions like, my grandfather was a Korean War veteran. Like, her mom, of course, they like love their children, but they weren't like I love you type parents every day. And she told me that. No, they wasn't. We was blessed. My mom told me for Christmas, she used to get one thing for Christmas. And you imagine she was like, what she said she might get like some makeup or something for Christmas when she was growing up. We got so much stuff for Christmas, like crazy. But man, one thing I could thank God about is that we was always safe and we wasn't never in the way of no bullshit. Like, because when you a child, those are the precious years where some shit could happen. It's like, imagine even when I got approached with that sexual situation from this grown ass adult man. I'm in 6th grade and this nigga is watching us for over an hour play football after school. Good thing I had my eyes on him. I'm like, what the fuck is up with this? I'm always watching. I don't care. I'm not one of those people around people and I don't know that you around. Nope. I'm looking up at everybody's face. Fuck that. I was taught that. I'm telling you, you look up at everybody's face. You gonna be in a room and say you don't know who was there? No, to your recollection, you need to make sure that you understand what's going on around you. Ain't no fucking dummies. You crazy? Nah, and you better look for all the exits. I don't know how you was taught, but I was taught when you get in anywhere, you know where the exits are. You look for them exits. Yeah, you crazy? So, Jessica Reid. So let's bring this up. Give me a second. And I could tell that shit was filled. That was real because the way that she was describing, like how when she was at the funeral for her father and she just kind of like bursted out into the like tears like that. That's when you like especially when a person means that much to you, that pain is just so raw. Like my mom said, I don't know. They said when you lose your parent, it's like it happened. That like it feels so like fresh and new. So I haven't gone through that yet, so I don't know how that feels. But man. I'll tell you this. I don't know why I felt like saying this today. This was on my mind earlier, and I don't even know if people do this, but I think one of the things that my mom did when I was growing up really prepared me for life because I can always remember going to funerals. And for you, you might not think that's good. You might not think that that's good, but I think that it gets you kind of like used to it and that this is a part of life. So many people's parents, right? They shelter them. They don't bring them to funerals. They don't want them to see this and to react. And then when something happens to you, they don't understand this shit. You know what's so crazy? And I ain't gonna say that this made me feel good or not, but I'm like when we was going to a funeral, I think maybe it was my grandfather's funeral or something like that. But when my nieces, like when they were getting ready, I think they said they like to, they the thing about the funerals, they like to see family. They like to have that interaction with family. And it's unfortunate that it has to come to that point sometimes when you get to see family. We all got that story. We need to see each other more. We need to blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately that's that. And then, but they don't wake up on the day of, you never know. It just depends when it strikes home, it's a little different. But, they used to go in, and my mom, shit, we used to go out of town, go to Baltimore, go to a funeral. And I ain't like, shit, we've been going to funerals my whole life. So, but I ain't gonna lie to you, that don't make it easier. because that shit still hurts bad. I can't lie, but I think that you need to get yourself in the mix of it. I ain't trying to tell you to go out there and get your heart broken, but if you in your 30s and you never had a heartbreak, ooh, I'm scared for you. But it is still gonna hurt if you've gotten your heart broken earlier, but you'll know how to manage, you know. I don't know. I picked up some toxic, like when I went through a breakup one time, I did pick up a toxic. I was drinking wine for like maybe like a month or two straight. Yeah, I was drinking wine for like a month or two straight, and that shit finally got to too much because my grandfather he gets gout, and I have a fucking gout flare up from drinking too much wine. And then if you remember Nas's album King's Disease, he was talking about that, saying like when you drink a lot of wine you can get gout. So he was like saying that's like a part of like King's disease. I don't know why that was a part of it, but whatever he researched or whatever. Anyway, so everybody deals with, and you know, that's another thing when you listen to these artists. Foxy Brown, she used to always say, like, when people would question her, like, what drugs have you taken or whatever? And she was like, I'm not getting into that. I done, you know, everybody goes to what they go to deal with what they deal with. And I do think that's true. My getaway was used, well, I wasn't even, but to be honest with you, I wasn't even on no wino shit. I just like to have a glass of wine every night. So I was buying a bottle of wine like every other night. Nice big glass of wine, red wine too. Not that bullshit Pinot Grigio. No, not that bullshit Moscato. I don't drink that sweet shit. I want to drink that wine that got that 13-14% alcohol content in it. I don't want to drink no motherfucking, no. I'd rather drink Zinfandel. Shit. Let's see. I had one heartbreak and never dated again. But listen, you need to realize that it's a part of life. And what people don't realize is that they stay in these toxic relationships because they're scared to break up because they don't want to feel that pain of breaking up. No, fuck that. Who gives a fuck if you at work and you crying and people see that you sad? Let them pour into you. You know, this is what this universe is about. You in here holding this shit in. No, you ain't the only person in the world who went through a fucking breakup. No, you're not. There's nothing more. Listen, somebody humbled me. This was years ago. I heard this quote and they was just like, there's nothing special about what you're going through. It's just you going through it. I promise you. And that shit is so true. And you got to keep going when you lose people in life and that shit hurts. That shit is the most hurtful feeling when you lose people and you can't share new moments with them. It's like grief goes, I'm telling you, grief lasts a while. It's not just over like that. You have certain moments. That's why I never understood till now. It's those aha moments, like when the light bulb go up, like aha. You ever see when a person is in a position where they get to a moment that's so great and they get so emotional because somebody is not there to share it with them? I understand them now. I never understood that before. I just thought it was just like maybe they're just emotional, but no, that is a fucking milestone. Whatever you hit and that person is not there to celebrate it with you, that's a hard pill to swallow. I'm telling you. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to attribute and make nobody feel comfortable with slipping into that, but I could see where some people could go wrong after losing somebody who they really love. I see where people really go wrong sometimes, where they'll slip into some shit. They'll get into some bad shit. Oh man. So listen, heartbreaks are needed in order to cope with stress. It's true. It's kind of like it strengthens your armor, right? It really, really does. You could lose yourself. Yep. So I don't run away from, that's one of my things. And that's Jay-Z said that in the lyric. You don't run from pain, you run towards it. Say you know some shit is toxic. I don't give a fuck. You know how it is today. You constantly hear shit on TV about women being taken out by dudes. I don't know if it's over the pregnancy or if they just taking you out. If you sense some shit is toxic, you know how to play dumb. You better be stacking that money up to make an exit. And sometimes you're going to have to make a grand exit. You're going to have to leave town type of exit. Leave. You know what you got to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what you got to do. So anyway, I don't deal with death well at all. I don't know. See, it's so hard. But let me tell you something. When my grandfather died, that took a breath out of me. Like when he was, that really hurt because it's like your whole childhood, just your memories just start to flash, and you even start thinking of, you start smelling that damn bacon that they be cooking in the morning or that sausage that they was cooking. My grandfather ain't play that shit. You get up and try to walk down them stairs. He like, you wash your face? Yeah, you better go back. Yeah, he was in your shit. Yep. And you had to eat everything off that table before you left the table. But then we started being smart, because my grandfather, see, I like butter beans growing up, but I like the way my mom made them. I didn't like the way my grandfather made butter beans. I don't know. My mother just hooked vegetables up. She was putting some Lori seasoned salt in it, some butter, something. She just made it better. I like my mother's. I was one of those kids who was really spoiled, like in regards of like I like to only eat my mother's food and like my aunt's food because she made really good macaroni salad too. Yep, and fried chicken. So yeah. So what I was saying, yeah, you gotta get with death is really hard. You start thinking about all your memories you had with this person, especially these with your grandparents. It's so hard. You think of everything, and it's yeah. That shit is not fun at all. And then when you have moments that you can't share with them, and then yeah, that shit is gonna make you emotional. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might think that this is corny, but I felt like Beyonce album was so good. I was just like mad that I couldn't share the moment with one of my friends. Like, could you imagine not being able to be like, yo, I know you ever hear a song, you like, I know that you would have loved this song. Like, I know you would have liked it, or I would have wanted to know your opinion on it. And when you can't get that, something as small as that, and you might think that that shit is trivial, but it really does hurt. That shit is crazy. But you got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So I still cry from time to time thinking about my grandmother. Yeah. And I think that that's natural. I think that a lot of people put the facade on that you're not supposed to be sad. No, you can be sad, but you just got to know how to pick yourself up. Monte, absolutely. I just visualize until it comes. Let's see. Toxicity is a no. I wouldn't wish a toxic relationship on anyone. Nope. Yeah, you could definitely lose yourself. Toxic relationships are the worst. I just got out of one. Yeah. It's like for some reason people find each other in a time of need. Like sometimes when you're in a toxic relationship, you with a person because you need to survive. Maybe you can't make it on your own, and you don't want to be with your family or whatever, but you got to find a way. I don't know. You just got to keep improving and improving and improving. I'm telling you, when I quit one of my jobs, my first job that I had working at this nursing home, I didn't know what I was gonna do when I quit this job, but I'm a bold motherfucker. They did something that pissed me off. I worked there for like 6 years. That was my first job, like in like ninth or 10th grade. My first job on the books. So when no, because I worked at the museum and we did like we were like the youth counselors there. So that was really my second job. And then I worked at my dad's store too. So anyway, when I worked at this nursing home, I worked there for 6 years. And then I remember like they did some funny shit. Like they changed my schedule and then they put no call, no show on my shit. I came to work and looked at that shit. I'm like, oh, you trying to play me. You put no call, no show. I just walked out that shit. I crossed my name off the schedule and walked right out. I didn't have no job lined up or nothing. But guess what? I got this job working for child support like 2 weeks later, making way more money. And it was just like, I'm telling you, I'm one of those people, you do this in life. Once you leave that job and you get that better job, it's only up from there because you're going to use that to bounce, 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 bounce. I'm telling you, that's how you get better jobs. You use that one job as a stepping stone. And I'm telling you, the way you got to spruce up that damn resume, man, listen, you got to do that shit right. So listen, let me bring this up. I'm talking and shit. I just want to get it so. All right. So Tasha Kane, Jessica Reid. So yeah, all in all, how I feel, I was just 15 when Charlamagne the God violated me. So I didn't even know the story about her friend Malika, who was, I guess, also violated the same night. But I don't know. I personally felt like her story was very genuine. I didn't feel like it was anything clout chasey about it. I just felt like she wanted to get her truth out there, and whether she was 15 or not, she's just like looking at this guy out there, like you trying to portray yourself. And Charlamagne the guy, he be trying to do it big for the like, oh, mental health and mental this and that and that. It's like he really wanted to separate himself away from that. And you know what? Unfortunately, this is not just a car swiping where you just swipe somebody's car. This is not that you just poured coffee on somebody. Even boiling hot coffee, the people will even get over that. This situation is completely different. So it's always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Until I feel like he fully addresses it. What do you think? Do you think that this can go away for Charlamagne the God? Like, I don't know. Do you think that he's going to get Tasha K to take this video down? Let's see. So that video is at 35K right now. Let's see what people are saying in the comments to see if it's mixed up. So I feel bad how much people are shaming, blaming, and accusing people. See, I seen that in the comments a lot. I completely believe her, and Charlamagne the God has already laughed about doing this. So how is she lying? I don't understand how he's been canceled. He hasn't been canceled years ago. Yeah. Trying to think, was there anything else in there? Yeah, her mom, unfortunately, that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, you don't understand who broke your family, who broke your mom's heart, or who broke your father's heart, or whatever the case may be. You don't think about those things. And unfortunately, we didn't deserve it. And it's like I had to have conversations with one of my niece, because she was like, her mom grew up rough. And it was just like, her and her stepfather, they always talking about how bad they had it growing up rough, or whatever the case may be. And they try to push that on her. And I say, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to keep it real with you. I said, you're walking in the blessing of your mother turning over that generational curse. But what she don't realize is that she's a very good mother, and she's nurturing, but she's not soft. Like, I don't know. I feel like your children need that soft part of you. But if you constantly hard, and it's like you going hard on your kids because you had it hard growing up, I understand it, but their life is not your life. You did all of those things the right way so that they didn't have a mother who grew up who wasn't, addicted to drugs or had a certain type of lifestyle. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told my niece, I said, you're walking in the blessing. I said, your grandmother was the one who had that type of life where your mother went through that, but I said, your mother is everything. She came back full force. Your mother got her doctorate degree. So I said, you walking in that blessing, but they want you to understand what they've been through, and you ain't been through that. You understand how crazy that is? Why do you want them to understand what the fuck you went through? They didn't go through that. And I know that might sound crazy, but listen, always, my mom to this day, she always tells me stories about her growing up, and she does it all the time because I think she just wants us to know these stories and stuff. She always, oh my God, just all the time, right? But the thing is, she tried to make things a little better for us when we grew up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit better. I feel like every generation is supposed to be a little bit better. Like my nieces, they ain't have a care or worry in the world really like we did. Typical little things that kids want, like more sneakers or shoes and shit like that. But not even like that. They don't really have a want like that. So a lot of black mothers are not soft. He should have been, but shit, are they able to be soft? My mother was working 3 jobs when she had a stroke, sending us to a private school. Shit, she had to call my father for money, tell him that we need money to go grocery shopping at 8 o'clock in the morning, have to wait till like 9 o'clock. Then we finally going grocery shopping at like 9 o'clock. What? Come on. That's what I'm saying. I be feeling like a lot of dudes don't be keeping it real on the real scope of what you seen growing up. The way that your mother treated the way your dad either treated your mom. I feel like, yeah, a lot of people don't be keeping it real. Like, nah, you seen your mother struggle. You seen how hard it was for her to make ends meet when you had field trips coming up, and she ain't have fucking money to do nothing extra, but she had to find a way to send you on a field trip with money. Like, come on, don't tell me I done seen it all. I've been through it all. Shit, every other Tuesday at school, they have pizza where they ordering out at the private school. And it's just like, sometimes you got 3 boys to send to school. You got money you got pizza for all of them. Sometimes we couldn't get pizza on pizza day. Shit, that's extra money. Like, that's coming out of a budget. That's one thing. My mother, she liked to go to the casino when we got older, but she know how to make sure we have food to eat, everything. So I respect single mothers, and my love for them is just different, and it will always be. It just is, because it's a lot of stress. Like, it really is. Charlamagne been a bitch and was getting paid off by Atlanta talking shit, and now trying to be nice since Cardi B is flopping. Nicki killing it with rape case hanging over his turtle-shaped head. I feel like when you do dirt, you get dirt, and it's always going to come back. This is what it felt. This is what I felt towards Jessica's mother. She was going through so much already. She hid her own pain. She being unable to deal with her own trauma. She couldn't deal with her daughters. Yeah. So think about that. I ain't trying to tell you that your parent is free of anything that you've been through, but think about who broke their heart and who let them down. And you think about it, it really is sad because they had, they came up in this existence deserving the same love and shit that you give. That you know what I'm saying? That you able to turn over and shit like that. Listen, when I was younger, I ain't have no uncle who be giving it up to my nieces like that. When they birthdays come, like Christmas come, they get shit. When they birthday come, I'm sending them two. Like when I was 15, I ain't have nobody sending me $200 fucking dollars for my birthday. Are you crazy? No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm no. And then somebody who's consistent and cares about you and make sure that you have something. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. So you make your own mark in people's life the way that you was. And you know what's so crazy? I promise you, right? I don't know. I don't play. I just never did. I have a lot of fun with my nieces. We go out and do shit. But I noticed like when my nieces was younger, my brother was the uncle who they could play around and punch him and run and punch and stuff. Nope, I didn't play like that. Nope, LaRon don't play like that. I'm not the uncle I'm the one that you respect me. And it's like, we gonna do fun shit. We could hop in the car and go get ice cream and do shit like that. But we ain't playing nope. And they even tried to do it one time. And I looked at them. I said, you know that I don't play around like that. You know I don't play like that. Don't play with me like that. I'm telling you, I felt like this growing up. Do you understand how much I wanted to be an adult? Because they will always say, stay in the child's place. Oh, I couldn't wait to be an adult. I couldn't wait to be an adult. Yes, so I don't play, I don't tolerate. Let me tell you something. I'll keep it real though. I love a little sassy girl who know her shit and know her attitude and exact about what she wants. But I don't like when people try to be smart to adults. I let you have your little personality and shit like that. But as long as you being sassy in your own way about the shit that you like, but as long as you're not talking to me like that, it's a difference. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not the uncle to be played with. Like, no, we're gonna definitely have fun. We're gonna have money to do shit and we're gonna fuck shit up, but we just not gonna be any disrespect at all. And that's just how I've always been. I've never regretted it. Like, oh, I shouldn't have played more. I'm very serious. Yeah, you could hear how I am here, but I'm fun as fuck though. Shit, I was mad for my other niece when she didn't come down here to Houston because I was like, shit, we fucked it up when she came down here. We was everywhere, just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? But she still benefited, even though she ain't come. I sent her money, so it's like it's just whatever. But we had a good time. But I'm not the one to play with. And I realized that last year, how blessed my niece was. I said, you don't realize that says a lot of little girls don't have like a man in a family where they could just go stay away without having to worry about are they safe? Are they okay or whatever? And I feel like every little girl deserves that, to have some sort of male figure in their life that they don't have to worry about. Is this nigga going to touch my daughter? Is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? Every little girl deserves that because I feel like that builds you up. The way that we be talking in the group message, I be sending them stuff all the time. It's like, no, I want your mind to be fresh. I want you to be open to understand this shit. Like, nope. And they listen. My one niece do. I say, I don't give a fuck. I said, when you got them AirPods on, because I got her that as a gift, I said, never be outside with both of them in your ear. You got to have one off. No. Nope. And she do it. See, and I like that because they listen. No, because some shit will happen so quick and no. That's not how shit goes. Especially, no. All these headphones and people in their phones walking up and down the street. Nah. These young kids really deserve the best type of guidance and for you to put them onto shit. Because shit, obviously, I don't know what happened where she ended up at the radio station, whatever. But I mean, at 15, we was roaming and doing shit too. Shit, I walked up in the Yes building when I was younger and we got little jobs at 14, 15 years old as counselors at the damn museum. So it was like we was walking up in buildings. I don't know shit. She obviously... I try to think about myself back in the 90s. I told y'all earlier when I was in fucking 12th grade, me and my homeboy was walking home from school. He wanted to use the bathroom in the local bar. I went in the bar while he was using the bathroom. I got a shot of Tanqueray at 18. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can do that now. I don't think you can. I feel like us 90s kids who was like grown in that time, I felt like we fucked the game up for everybody. Like we fucked it up. Like the liquor store, like they ID heavy. Like that was you got to think about it. We ran amok. We really ran that shit. And I'm not saying that that's in a good way, but we really did. And I remember one time, right? one of my friends, I love her to death, but my one friend, she was trying to be like, I don't think she was trying to be funny though, but I'm telling you, if it's anything, one of my friends, she been on that, wearing her makeup, keeping her face beat and all of that shit, right? And so I remember I was like, yeah, what's her name, about to go to the liquor store and get us a bottle. And they like, she was like, oh, how could she go there and get the bottle? She's like, yeah, because she do look like somebody mother, because she be wearing, the makeup and shit like that. I'm like, you bugging. You talk about she looked like somebody mother. But yeah, that was the good old days though, right? Yeah. I used to buy shots of Bacardi from the Arabs. So listen, let's see what some of these people was talking about on here. So much respect to Tasha for allowing Jessica Reid to tell her whole story. Woo, this interview was heavy. I believe her 100%. Her story has always remained consistent. She doesn't even want money. And see, that's the thing that I said, that I didn't feel like she was a clout chaser. If I'm telling you, I was watching her body language to a T. I felt like everything, to be honest with you, I felt like everything was legit. You could say that maybe I'm, point it out if you feel like I'm not seeing something. I felt like she was legit. Her energy was very light. And it was just that, I feel like she just wants people to know about what this person did to her. I don't know. Can she even pursue charges against him, or, a lawsuit, if any, or a civil lawsuit, or I don't know. Can she pursue anything towards Charlamagne the God? I guess he just hates this story being told. Maybe that's what it is. But unfortunately, this is not spilling coffee on somebody in Starbucks. This is not spilling Frappuccino on somebody's sneakers. This is not stealing food out the fucking refrigerator at work and getting caught. It's not that. This is violating somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, listen. Shit, because I was guilty of that. Because I damn sure went in the refrigerator at work one time and I seen somebody had this Premier Protein and I left mine at home. I checked that shit and that seal was still on there. They ain't open it. Oh, I drunk that shit. I said, damn, I'm one of those people now. I took somebody's Premier Protein. That shit was nice and cold too. I shook that shit up. It was a chocolate one. But yeah, I cannot believe Charlamagne still has a effing platform, sending her healing energy. And Jessica seemed like Jessica seems as though that she has great energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she seems very logical. I was also watching that to see what her mentality was like. She seemed very a matter of fact in her verbiage and what she said about the situation, how it planned out. It wasn't shaky. It was straight to the point. And I love somebody who's well spoken. So, and she said she was from Brooklyn. So shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to New York. New York is my biggest market for YouTube. For some reason, I have the most viewers from New York. I don't know how they found this shit, but shout out to y'all. So let's see. That man has to pay for the crime. Absolutely disgusting. I'm not a fan of canceling, but this man needs to lose everything. Jessica, you are strong, beautiful, and will persevere. Stay strong. I'm trying to see if anybody is opposed. Charlamagne gonna get a whole Pinkett Smith Winfrey Knowles Carter family to overcome this controversy. But listen, do you feel like this will impact Charlamagne the God? This is something that has been out before. Do you think Tasha K will have to take this video down? Justice for Jessica. That thumbnail was so scary, but so accurate. Yeah, let me read some of your comments because I felt like her energy was pure. Put number 1 if you felt like Jessica was real. Put number 2 if you felt like she was fake. I felt like, I'm telling you, I consider myself, and I'm telling you, I'm not perfect. I'm only telling you what I know about myself. Shit, toot your own horn. It's not my fault that I feel this way, but I feel like I have a great judge of character, and I was watching her through that whole interview. Body language, everything from how like she even reacted, and it didn't seem forced to me at all. Like it didn't. So you let me know how you felt. Is Premier Protein good? Hell yeah. Get the caramel one, get the chocolate one. And just when you drink it, like say you leave them in the refrigerator. See, I have a process to everything that I do. The refrigerator will get them cold enough, but say I know I want to drink one, I'll put it in the freezer for like 15 minutes after the refrigerator and just let that shit get ice cold, and I shake that shit up and ooh. That shit is so good. I love the caramel ones. The caramel Premier Protein is really, really good. And the chocolate one is really, really good too. I think I'm about to get some of them when I'm going to go to Sam's Club tomorrow and actually get me some of them. Because that's what I need those when I jumpstart my healthy eating, because that's like a meal replacement for me. I can have one of those in the morning and boom, I know I'm good till about 1 o'clock. She sounds like she has spent a lot of time with herself to assess herself, what she has been through, and who she is today. Right. She seems very well read, right? I like that about her. And she didn't seem scattered about anything. And I love that. Because I pay attention to seem like, oh, well, this doesn't seem like it matches up, or you know what I'm saying? She has told a story. I have followed her story, having to retold the story over and over again. Traumatizing. So everybody said one. Let's see. Jessica is intelligent. She articulated herself well, and she was well-rounded in her responses. Exactly. Yeah. And I think it was the second time when she asked her if she wanted to break, and she was just like, no, she was just going to go straight through. Was it the second time or was it the third time? I don't know. But shit, I think the part that impressed me the most, I'm telling you honestly, is that she wasn't a clout chaser. I think that impressed me the most. And it was just the fact that, listen, many people campaign for many things out here that we don't know about or feel strongly about. If somebody violated you and they on TV, it's unfortunate that you on TV. But guess what? I can't tell you how to feel about it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, you can't tell. Listen, we don't know how we don't know how that feels. Just don't be a liar about it. Like in the sense of how people like putting the videos out and like to me personally exposing Jennifer Huff for different things that she said, which seems like they contradict each other. I'm saying, listen, a thing is what it is, and if that happened, it happened. The way that he portrayed it, I feel like that's wrong though, because he made it seem like she was with it. She just ain't want to make sure ain't nobody else hit it. And then her story is completely counter. Like, that's crazy to me. More wellness will be put out there with Jessica's story. So let's read a few more comments and I'm gonna get off this. So salute to Kasha K for what she said to the Black mothers. This beautiful woman can help the cards she was dealt, and I'm sure her father was still present. It would be no Charlamagne. Fathers, be more present in your daughters. We're vital. We all got to work together and do better. Salute, Miss Tasha K. Yeah, it was definitely a good interview. All right, let's get off that. I don't want to keep reading comments. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. No, yeah, I'll be on TV too, airing your ass out every chance okay, Drika, you see what I'm saying? Listen, it is what it is. If you know a person, unfortunately, he's not a delivery pizza boy. And if I'm pretty sure if you knew that he was there, you probably would call there and tell them. I mean, it depends on what extent, because that could start to be harassment. But when you want to do commentary and interview, I feel like your story is your story, right? Why can't you tell your story? Everybody has an experience or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? It's just, listen, a lot of us have fucked up shit we do. Maybe you hit somebody's car at night, and I mean, what would you rather your story be? That you did that, or that you hit somebody's car? Now you're this famous singer and they got you on camera and they said that you hit this person's car, and now they're trying to sue you for money because they got you on camera and you did a hit and run now. You got to eat that. But which one would you rather have? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is serious. This is not just spilled milk. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see if you think Charlamagne is going to address this on the Breakfast Club. That is his platform. What do you think do you think the radio will drop him? How do you feel about this? Do you think this is the reason why Angela Yee maybe knew something was coming down the pipeline and she felt like she didn't want to be associated with it? Because now with everybody being so woke and, being more accountable, how it would look with, Angela Yee working with Charlamagne the God? I don't know. All them chips be falling out, huh? Every single one of them fools that went against Nicki is starting to get exposed and struggling. Exactly. Yep, they struggling, bubbling, laying up with them Colombians. No fuck no, I gets dough, Fox Brown, Mama, Jigsaws from Gabbana. Yeah. So let me see. Carlos B. Ugly flop, racist Twix rapper face ass tried to get them weak high school pictures of herself trying to get attention. If you notice with Cardi B been trying to go viral on Twitter so bad. It's like, sweetie, hang it up. You're a social media personality, and she trying to do that shit to keep her name alive, and it's just not really working. Cardi want to be viral, and it's not that. I don't get it though. But you know, we're in the time of the viral female rapper. That's how they survive off being viral. He will not address it. People saying Envy and Angela were in the chat. Really? You think so? Screenshot and show me that they was in the chat. If you screenshot and show me that they was in the chat, I feel like playing that Freaky Girl instrumental again, but I don't want to play that. Do they got any other acapellas? Let me see. Let me see. Nicki Minaj acapella. Let's see what comes up and if it's copyright free. No. No. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'ma explain why you probably never see me. I push the Lamborghini, Chocha magic like Houdini. Your body shaped like Genie, racist teeny. To the title, so we stream me when they leave me. I go hard in the boot. Biggie vibes, give me the loot. I'm a classy millionaire. Bitches ain't got the coup. What? COUTH, cause you can't spell it either. If I'm running down the then I'm ducking Derek Jeter. Bitches must be eating ass because I'm. Let's go. Let's go. What's going on? All right. What the hell?
Hey yo, I'ma explain why you probably never see me.
I push a Lamborghini, church I magic like Houdini. My body shaped like Genie, waist is teeny. This I told them to get title, so we stream me when they leave me. I go hard in the booth. Biggie vibes, give me the loot. I'm a classy millionaire. Bitches ain't got the coupe. They what? COUTH, since you can't spell it either. If I'm running, then he coming home, running Derek Jeter. Bitches must be eating ass because I spread it by them feet. I told you know that you my son. I should've scrapped you as a fetus. All these bitches rocking inches cause they follow when the leader. F to put it up a hose and rock an apple like Lupita. I don't keep up with the Joneses, but I do know Captain Zeta. I'm with Candace, TT, Timby, and Viola, mi amiga. Rap bitches, they gotta check in with the queen. I'm the alpha, the omega, everything in between. Hey.
Ride with Minaj.
Whoa.
Mashallah.
Hey.
Check in with me.
Yeah.
Pin to your job.
Yeah.
Queen is the name.
Raffaello did the chain. This is Monse. Patty plain Jane. What?
Ride with Minaj.
Yeah.
Mashallah. Check in with me. Pin to your job.
Yeah.
Queen is the name.
Raffaello did the chain.
This is Monse.
What?
Patty plain Jane.
Do what?
Eat a Barbie ass or
Do
something.
what?
Eat a Barbie ass or something.
Do what?
Eat a Barbie ass or
Do
something.
what?
Eat a Barbie ass or something.
All right, let's get off that. I'ma explain why you probably never see me. I push up Lamborghini, Jojo Magic like Houdini. It seems like Offset is trying to create his own buzz away from Cardi. You know, Cardi was really proud of that video she shot. So I didn't see what was so special about it though. But how you think Offset music career is gonna go as a solo artist? Does it seem like people are interested in him? But I'ma explain why you probably never see me. I push a Lamborghini, Jojo Magic like Houdini. My body shake like Jenny. Yes, it's Jenny. Just dreamy. So you dreamy when you leave me. I go hard in the booth. Vicky vibes, give me the loot. I'm a classy millionaire. Bitches ain't got the cool. COUTA since you can't spell it either. If I'm willing, then run down, willing to Jeter. Bitches must be eating ass because I could eat. You know what's so funny? There's some songs, right? I actually think it's funny because I learned this from my mom when she would be trying to like sing all of the songs that we would be playing and she would be messing up the lyrics. And I felt like she was doing it purposely, but it was funny as hell to me. It was on TMZ and other blogs with focus on Black China because she was number one. Let's see. I'll leave it down. Where can I find the list? Offset didn't mean to be her husband, realizing he made a mistake, hence him on solo promo tour to get out of under their musty arms. Damn, y'all coming hard. Y'all coming hard. What's up, Chantel? Really, Vante? Thanks for the tea. Offset pimping Cardi B is interesting. No one is talking about the yap. She being third on that. Nobody talking about the yap. Let's go to the radio chart to see what's going on with the radio. Let's do the freaky girl now. We ain't gonna do the super freaky girl instrument acapella, even though I like that. She can do all those fucking tricks and keep the up beside it. Let's see how Nicki's moving on radio. Yeah, I don't understand how Cardi B is 28 in overall radio with no Shazams. Let's see if Doechii has entered the charts since I've last been on here, because I ain't been on here in a few days. Let's see, Doechii. Nope, still no Doechii. She just dropped a remix video with SZA. What did y'all think about it? I felt like the Persuasive, the original music video, was good too. But I felt like this one was a little more glossier. Well, I don't know if that was soap on her body that she was on that. Looked like she was on that. I don't know if it was like a stand or something. Her and SZA was both on the same type of thing, but I think when Doechii did it, she had like soap all over her body and stuff. And I felt like I felt like the video was dope. Let me see. Let me see Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj, super freaky girl. Yep, she charting across the charts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, Spotify. Super freaky girl crossed 55 million streams already. That's crazy. Hold on. United States. Nicki Minaj, super freaky girl, number 3, 1 million streams. We deserve that shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. We deserve that shit. We deserve all of those streams and everything. It feel good not having to like, I'll still be streaming and shit like that, but it's just like the song is up, it's doing good, and it's like it's doing what it's supposed to do. So let's see, Spotify chart history. We're super freaky girl. 55 million. 55 million streams. That's crazy. So super freaky girl got basically almost more streams than the Night Is So Young, Truffle Butter. You know it's gonna eat both of those. It's a new song. So within 3 weeks, it has these streams that the Truffle Butter and the Night Is Still Young. Yeah, it's about to eat those. So what else is in that area? Trolls got 50. It surpassed Trolls. What else? Feeling Myself. It surpassed Feeling Myself. Big Bank. That only got 36 million. That was a hit though. You see, that's why you can't. This song is I could see what Nicki mean by saying that the indicators is that song is big. Because look at how long those other, is this for a certain time period? Or yeah, that's it. Because Tusa does have 1 billion. Swalla is up there too. No, see what I'm saying? That's why I said that can't be true. Big Bank ain't no fucking 35 million. See, they confusing me with this shit. What is this up? What does this mean? Are these the release dates of the songs? Maybe these are the release dates, you see? Oh, peak date. It peaked. That's when it peaked. Okay. Yeah, because Bad with Ariana Grande, I was about to say. So, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Nip Tuck, 234,000 streams. What else? Holy Ground. Let me stop sharing that. So listen, let me go to Nicki Minaj Twitter so I could get into what I was talking about. So who do y'all think Nicki is talking to when she was on her shit? When she was just like, these bitches sub, but they sinking. Definitely, I felt like she's responding to me personally. You might say you disagree, but I feel like she is responding to Megan, me personally, because Megan has been being subliminal. And you all know, see, the crazy thing about it is people will look at it and make it seem like, oh, Nicki is starting. No, she's not. She's just responding. I'm telling you, when I did that video and I said, was Megan Thee Stallion trying to be funny when she was like real big tits? Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's okay for a person to be proud of their natural body and stuff, but who are you talking about when you say natural big tits? Yeah, be proud of it. Rep that, because you do have a natural, beautiful body. But I felt like it was some sort of sub in that shit. I don't care. I don't care. I do feel that way. So Nicki said, bitches be, this is where it was where I caught it. So it said, bitches be subbing just for them subs to be sinking. Just for the subs. Bitches be subbing just for them subs to be sinking. So yeah. And that's crazy because when they be shooting shit, you know, the fans who like are into the lyrics and shit like that, of course, we be catching it. But sometimes on the larger scale, the people don't really be catching that shit like that. Real talk. They really, 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 really don't. So I looked at that as both ways. It's like a double entendre because they subs sink, meaning that people don't get it, and then also a submarine sinking underwater. So it's kind of like both to me. I think it's funny. So yeah, bitches be subbing for them subs just for them subs to sink just for them subs to sink them. So that's still kind of like double to me because yeah, I don't know. You let me know. Who do you think that's about? If it's about anybody, you know, Nicki said that her fans have a what did she say to somebody she responded to? She said people be I can't remember what she said verbatim, but she just responded to somebody who was saying something about her song or something about was this for a new era or some shit. I can't remember what she said. But it's speculation. Let me read some of the comments. Meg did it to herself. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Mara. I appreciate the $20 super chat. Let me throw that up real quick. Thank you. I appreciate you supporting my channel. Yes, please make sure that you thumbs up this video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. Hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live. You know what I'm saying? So listen, we all know that Megan Thee Stallion, the one that's sipping the Don Julio by the gallon, she got her bachelor's. Now she's trying to get a master's. She in Calabasas with them bastards acting ratchet. So, you know what I'm saying? She trying to come for Nicki and she trying to talk this bullshit on her records and saying pop perp. And then she trying to say big natural TITS. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a person could look at that. And then also, you know what? When I did that video, I forgot to post this her shit from her Twitter. Did you see on her Twitter? She posted the same video and she said, I see why they mad. Megan is trying to be funny. And I'm trying to tell you, I truthfully felt that Cardi B, she would look at that, even though Cardi has enhancements to her body. She would be like, ha ha ha. No, she ain't talking about me, but that's what I'm saying. That's that slow shit. I could never be a person who could be around you talking about people or something that I'm included on. I'm going to act like, oh yeah. No, that's some dumb motherfuckers. They don't know no better because they insecure and they just happy to be around because you popping and they look popping from, you look popping because you cool with them. Nah. Fuck that. How somebody offending you and you ain't feeling no way about it? Nah. That means you ain't strong. If somebody is talking shit and it's offending you and you ain't saying nothing about it, you are weak. You know it. And we all, maybe when we was younger, we may have been around some shit where you thought about it. I know we all have those encounters where you get with yourself after and you be like, you know what? I should have handled this situation differently. I should have never let them say this to me or whatever. Next time I'm not going to handle it. But if you just go through life letting people do that shit to you, I'm trying to tell you. So you see, I tried to be fair. And I told you sometimes those moments where you get with yourself later and you say, you know what? I shouldn't have let this person talk to me like that. Or, you know what? I shouldn't have let them include me on stuff like, I shouldn't have let them like get me mixed up and stuff. So you got to start setting boundaries on motherfuckers. Shit, if you don't and you an adult and you've never put boundaries or said no or anything, yeah, you failing yourself. Real talk. I heard Kylie has a video of Megan breaking bottles and cutting her foot. Give Kelsey the degree. Damn. Megan had a square in the black community. Megan been a square in the black community who's constantly lying for attention that people want to get their ass whooped. Yeah, Megan also sold 800 copies after the first week of 8,000, and 800 is 10% of 8,000. So I'm trying to, damn, where did the crowd go? You know what I'm saying? These female rappers is funny. So this is why I try to tell y'all, if people can't see it any more louder, that's why I try to tell y'all, like, and on some real shit, still, I don't know, honestly, right? When we say, Megan considered this whole Traumazine album something different. What can she really do that's really going to wow us at this moment? Because do you think Megan could do a whole album without talking about sex? And I think she could. I feel like she could, but I feel like it would be risky to her base. But I'm in the mind frame of with her. I'm like, what is she going to be able to do different? Say she leaves 1501 and she gets on a new record label. I don't feel like Megan Thee Stallion is just going to miraculously start selling these millions. And she's Nicki Minaj. She still ain't see Super Bass with the sweetest pie on stage, smelling pies and pies all up in your face. Still ain't no Super Bass. You know it's not. You know it's nowhere near Starships. It's not even out there. It's not even in the galaxy. Like, it's just not. You know what I'm saying? You had your little pop moment, but it didn't really feel like a pop moment because people didn't really. It's not. You know what I'm saying? That song might have did whatever streams that it did do to Dua Lipa, but will they remember you for that song? Will you go to the hood or go somewhere and be like, "Oh, we want to hear Sweetest Pie"? They probably forgot. Be like, "Oh, that's yours. I forgot you on that song." Yeah, it's gonna be like one of those situations. Let's see. Yes, please like the video. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, we had an hour. I'm about to get up out of here. So listen, I definitely think that Nikki is aware of the subs that Megan is sending, and she's just letting her know they be throwing them subs just for them to sync them. So yeah, that's yeah, you get it. And Nikki, I'm following you. So we just gonna see who's gonna do what next. Who's gonna say Yo, I hate that air conditioner, how that should be making the damn doors creep. Because I'm like, who is opening my damn door? She doesn't have a classic yet. That's what I'm saying. She don't got no moment for life. She don't got no damn shit. Do Megan even got a super freaky girl? She think big old freak was so big, but I'm telling you, when I started looking like when I went up north, Megan back then, she wasn't getting a lot of radio play up north. Um, it was kind of like she's a southern artist, but only songs I remember really hearing on the radio from Megan, she was on that remix to that song. Was it a song with Jamie Scott? They was playing that a lot down here. But you got to realize this is her hometown. So, of course, they're going to play her a lot on the radio. But, yeah, let me know what you think about this, though. Bitches be subbing just for them subs to sync them. Yeah. I can't wait. So maybe that's a part of some lyrics. And she put the music behind it, too. So we'll see. Always a good show, Laurent. Thank you. I appreciate that. And shout out to the people who supported the channel. You know, you can always support my channel after as well. You can always send thanks and support. I do prefer Cash App. You know, let me throw that up before I get up out of here. No, let's see. Yeah. All right. So let me just get this off the screen. We'll see what Megan Thee Stallion says next. If she says anything, you know she gonna do some funny shit. But you know what? That's kind of weak. It's like, what else can you say about the fact of like, oh, you know, big natural tits? It's like Nikki look good in her shit. You make it seem like she got some botched surgery out here. No, Nikki look good. She look right. So you can't like, you know, I would if I was Nikki, I wouldn't feel no type of way about her trying to like body shame. It just shows that you can't say anything else. You can't say nothing about my lyrics. You can't say nothing about her looks or nothing about her face or anything. You just can't. So it's like, let it go, Megan. You know what I'm saying? You need to get it. You don't know the right way. And that's crazy. She presented herself as a Nicki fan. I don't get it. Is the way you it's okay. She not from Houston, yeah. She not from Houston, yeah. Megan have a long butt shaped like Dorothy from Golden Girls. That's crazy. Yes, I agree. She can't come at her talent. Hell no, she can't come at Nicki talent. Megan can't really compete to Nicki on a talent level. Honestly, she can't. So I understand her trying to remain in the game and trying to do different shit though, but that record with Shintia, she thought that she was, I'm telling you, they probably seen the ability in her star power because typically you do a song with somebody from the US, it was supposed to pop. That should have told you right there that your collaborations don't even got no pressure on them like that. Like the collabs ain't got no pressure. I know Shinty was like, damn, how much was that bag for that feature? I want to know that. What's the bag on a Megan Thee Stallion feature? That's interesting. No party, no Cardi. Me too. Making this Nicki and now become even more of an enemy than Cardi. Yeah, Megan is definitely so. Did you feel as though that she was being funny when she posted those pictures saying real big tits and oh, I see why they mad? And it was so funny that it was right after the VMAs, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you ain't congratulate Nicki or nothing, but you was out here trying to be, I felt like it was being funny. Me personally. Buenos noches, Megan. Back in 2018, Megan and her peers played Nicki's song, and they were like playing her music now. I knew she was fake then. It was one of her college parties on live. Yeah. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I guess Megan Cardi do this. Hold on 1 second.